Good morning to Dr. Chalice Rhodes. She is a therapist specializing in the African American community. So many people don't understand therapy. They don't even realize, Doc, that they need it. Tell me about your private practice and why therapy is important in our lives.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jackson. Therapy is so important in our lives because we are whole beings, right? Our mental health, which is our thoughts, our feelings, our behaviors, also includes our physical health and our spiritual health. And when we are taking care of all three of those things, we can function optimally.
If you had to communicate one important message about professional counseling, what would that entail?
You know, professional counseling and the counseling that I specifically do, I focus on mental, physical, and Christian counseling. And it begins with a holistic approach to care, one that recognizes the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit. This means addressing mental health concerns with evidence-based therapies and interventions while also nurturing physical health through exercise, proper nutrition, and restorative practices. At the same time, it involves drawing upon the wisdom of Christian counseling to provide spiritual guidance, support, and encouragement. Whether through prayer, through scripture, or fellowship, Christian counselors help individuals find meaning, purpose, and hope in the midst of their struggles.
Doc, why do you think people find it so hard to maybe admitting that they can go through depression? Because it can happen at any point in your life. It doesn't mean that it has to be long, but trauma or tragedy can bring it on, and so many people don't know how to deal with depression.
Yes, ma'am. There is such a huge stigma in the Black community regarding therapy. You know, so many people have seen it as taboo for so long. In the Black community, we don't talk a lot about emotions, you know, because when you're trying to just survive or you're trying to pay the bills or have a roof over your head or clothes on your back, people aren't really thinking too much about emotions, you know, and this is actually rooted in slavery times, you know, trauma, like the trauma of slavery, the trauma of racism, discrimination. And as a clinical trauma counselor, I address all of these things with my clients, but really breaking down that stigma and letting people know that it is okay to talk to someone. It really is, a professional. And then from a Christian standpoint, there's also stigma there too. You know, it's okay to have Jesus and therapy, and that's why Christian counselors are available.
Dr. Chalice Rhodes, you are amazing. How can people contact you?
Please visit my website. It's www.drchalice.com. It has my whole biography on there. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn as Dr. Chalice C. Rhodes. I look forward to connecting with you.
drchalice.com. Thank you so much for the
Thank you, Ms.
conversation.
Jackson.
Thank you.